15, 2024. Gervonta Tank Davis is still undefeated, still WBA lightweight world champion, and still one of the sport's premier knockout artists. Tank defeated undefeated title challenger Frank the Ghost Martin with a vicious knockout in the 8th round to improve his record to 30-0 with 28 KOs. It was Davis's first fight in 14 months, and he ended up looking like he never left. Davis set up a climactic blow with an uppercut that stunned Martin enough to leave him defenseless for a left hook that put him flat on the mat. The fight began with Martin in control, even after Davis walked out with the Ghostbusters theme song as the nod to Martin's nickname. Ghost consistently won exchanges for the first 3 rounds while keeping the distance from his famous, powerful opponent. It was a little more even between the 4th and 5th rounds before the flow of the fight turned violently in Davis's favor in the 7th. Martin might have been ahead on the scorecards, but Davis's power punches were finding home enough that disaster was inevitable. "I knew that he was going to tire down," said Davis after the fight. "That's what I was doing. Stand there, be a target so that he could tire himself out, and once he tired himself out, I started picking him apart." Instead of fatigue, Martin painted his loss of momentum as the issue becoming too comfortable. He spent much of the latter rounds backing away from Davis and finding himself on the ropes. "I felt like in the beginning I was in control, then got a little too comfortable," Martin said. "I got comfortable chilling on the ropes, trying to find that bigger shot. It wasn't presenting itself. I stopped doing my movement. Once I stopped doing my movement, he was able to land more shots." Gervonta Davis credits his jail time for his growth. The fight was Davis's first appearance in the ring since April 22nd, 2023, when he defeated rising star Ryan Garcia for the biggest win of his career at the time. It cemented him as one of the biggest stars in boxing, but Davis found himself in a jail cell not long after that. He pleaded guilty to 4 misdemeanor charges stemming from a 2020 hit-and-run accident in which 4 people, one of them pregnant, were injured, and was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest, but was taken into custody shortly after for violating the terms of that sentence. Davis was surprisingly positive about his 44 days in jail, which didn't stop him from being a strong favorite entering the fight. "It made me a better person by patience and things like that," Davis said. "Stuff happens in life where you've got to go through it and not try to get around it. It made me a better person. It made me a better father. It made me a better everything. I want to be a better athlete as I continue to build and be great in my career." Davis declined specifically to call out a future opponent in the wake of the win, but acknowledged the 3 fighters the interviewer mentioned: Vasyl Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, and Isaac Cruz.